looking at the Bills game, Sunday Night Football, Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, lovely Orchard Park, New York. Vegas has the Bills as 14-point favorites. Over-under is 45. I think like 45 of those will be scored by Buffalo. Josh Allen has thrown for over 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns. Stefon Diggs has over 500 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. James Cook has almost 300 yards rushing and a touchdown. The last 5 matchups that we've had with them, we've won 3 of 5. So we lost in 2003, November of 2003, 24-7. That was like the tail end of Jim Fossil's reign as coach. I believe at that point, Kerry Collins had been hurt and lost for the season. They had Jesse Palmer taking snaps. The 2007 game was right before Christmas when it was like a must win for the Giants to get in the playoffs. And that's when Ahmad Bradshaw broke it off big time to seal the win in the snow. October of 2011, we won 27-24. That was against, was that again Ryan Fitzpatrick? I think maybe. Again, 2011 season, went to the Super Bowl and won, no big deal. 2015, we won 24-10. I think Tyrod Taylor might have been the quarterback for the Bills at that point. And then in 2019, when Josh Allen was firmly entrenched as the signal caller, we lost 28-14, which seems closer than I remember it being. I remember we had like a lights out first drive where I was like, oh my God, we're taking it to the Bills and we're going to win. And then nothing happened after that. Just like nothing positive happened. So the all-time series is tied at 7. We are 0-2 at home. This is away. So we're 1-2 away. Buffalo is 2-1 at home, 1-1 away. We're 0-5 against the spread for all you bettors out there. Bet against the Giants. Buffalo is 3-2 against the spread. The Bills are 3rd in the league in points scored per game. They're 5th in the league in points allowed per game. They're 5th in takeaway differential at a +6. They're 4th in passing yards per game. And they're 8th in defensive passing yards per game. I don't even know if I want to talk about where the Giants rank. I mean, the Giants rank almost dead last in every category. 31st in points scored per game. 29th in points allowed per game. -5 takeaway differential. That's with a +3 last week. Holy shit. Is 27th in the league, 31st in passing yards per game, 23rd in rushing yards per game, 19th in defensive passing yards per game, and 30th in rushing yards per game. So it's ugly. It's ugly. And there's no updated injury report, but last week, Gregory Rousseau was out, did not play due to a foot. Tre'Davious White, their corner, was out with Achilles. Von Miller was questionable with the knee, but he did play against the Jags in London. But Matt Milano did tear an ACL. He did something. He's out for the season. So it's a big blow for the Bills. They had a couple guys get hurt in that game that they lost 25-20 to Jacksonville. So do I think that the Bills are – I think the Dolphins are the Dolphins are a better team than the Bills. But the Bills blew them out, didn't they? I don't know. NFL's weird. So, yeah, I wanted to say this. I think the Bills are susceptible on offense, meaning Josh Allen is prone to turnovers at the worst possible times. Can we continue to force turnovers on defense? That will help our cause. It didn't really stop the train, the express train from hell in Miami. But, yeah, I mean, listen. It's prime time. We're 14-point dogs. Doesn't seem like we're going to have Andrew Thomas. I can't even see a world where it makes sense for Saquon Barkley to play. It's possible John Michael Schmitz doesn't play. There's just so many injuries. And, it's almost like, should we throw Tyrod out there to the Wolves and be like, we just don't want Jones to lose him to the season. Like, let's give him another week to heal up that neck. So it would be nice to not get blown out. That's the thing. If we do get blown out and we come out and beat the Commanders and Jets, you're 3-5 and you're hopefully getting healthier. That's going to be tough. But sell. Just sell. It's just, I see tweets from like Art Stapleton saying like, oh, the Lions last year started 1-6 and finished 9 and something, almost made the playoffs. Probably should have made the playoffs. They were one of the hotter teams down the stretch. I think we talked about it before. One of the Bengals teams was 1-5, went on to make the playoffs. There have been a dozen or so teams that have had really shitty starts that have made the playoffs. turn it around. So I don't want to completely count us out. And maybe it is just the flip of last year. Although we did not play this poorly down the stretch. Jesus Christ. But maybe it is, like I said before, a 1-6 start, 1-5 start. And then we just go on a run. Commanders, Jets, Packers, Raiders, Patriots, get those 5 in the bag. And now you're looking at, we're at 8 wins. And we just got to pull out something against like the Rams, maybe the Cowboys, maybe the Eagles if they sit everyone. All right. Well, that's the Giants.